First Lady Michelle Obama reflecting on her 8 years at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. During her time in Washington, the First Lady advocated for several causes, including healthy families and improved education for girls around the world. She also had some fun along the way.
Yeah, she likes to hear fun. She likes to have fun that we hear. President Obama once called her his rock. He said, quote, "I couldn't have done anything that I've done without Michelle." The First Lady spoke with Oprah in her final interview at the White House for a special that airs next week here on CBS. First on CBS this morning, Mrs. Obama addresses her husband's legacy and whether he stayed true to a core belief.
Your husband's administration, everything, the election, was all about hope. Do you think that this administration achieved that?
Yes, I do, because we feel the difference now.
Yeah.
See, now we're feeling what not having hope feels like, you know? Hope is necessary. It's a necessary concept. Yeah. And Barack didn't just talk about hope because he thought it was just a nice slogan to get votes. I mean, he and I and so many believe that what else do you have if you don't have hope?
Yeah.
What do you give your kids if you can't give them hope? You know, our children respond to crises the way they see us respond. You know, it's like the toddler that bumps his head on the table and they look up at you to figure out whether it hurts. And if you're like, oh my God, they're crying. But if you're like, you know what, babe, it's okay, it's okay. And I feel that way about the nation. I feel that Barack has been that for the nation in ways that people will come to appreciate. Having a grown-up in the White House who can say to you in times of crisis and turmoil, hey, it's going to be okay. Let's remember the good things that we have. Let's look at the future. Let's look at all the things that we're building. All of this is important for our kids to stay focused and to feel like their work isn't in vain, that their lives aren't in vain. What do we do if we don't have hope, Oprah?
Well, you can see the full interview in the CBS special. First Lady Michelle Obama says farewell to the White House. It airs Monday night at 8, 7 Central right here on CBS.
Michelle Obama says America is entering a time of hopelessness with fewer than 40 days remaining as First Lady. Michelle Obama is continuing to reflect on the legacy she and President Obama will leave after having occupied the White House for the last 8 years. In a new interview with Oprah Winfrey, the First Lady addressed the election outcome and suggested that the U.S. is entering a time of hopelessness. "We are feeling what not having hope feels like," Obama told Winfrey in response to a question about whether President Obama had achieved the hope and change he promised while campaigning in 2008. As she often did while campaigning for Hillary Clinton, she didn't mention President-elect Donald Trump by name. But she alluded to the contrast many in the country are feeling since he won the election last month. "We feel the difference now," she said, noting that her husband had succeeded in keeping his campaign promise of fostering hope. "Hope is necessary. It's a necessary concept," she elaborated. And Barack didn't just talk about hope because he thought it was a nice slogan to get votes. He and I and so many believe that. What else do you have if you don't have hope? What do you give your kids if you can't give them hope? Those are philosophical questions that the nation will no doubt begin to grapple with in earnest over the coming months. And they're not the first contemplative remarks the First Lady, who has earned a special place in Americans' hearts, has made recently. Last week, she reportedly left White House staffers in tears after a heartfelt thank you speech at a holiday party. And in an interview that appears in the December issue of Vogue, she expressed mixed feelings about leaving the White House, ultimately concluding, "I'm going to miss waking up to this, having access to this anytime I want." But on the flip side, it's time. Watch a portion of her interview with Oprah Winfrey below. Related. The symbolism of Michelle Obama's and Melania Trump's wardrobe choices for White House meeting. Here's how President Obama explained Trump's election win to Sasha and Malia. Michelle Obama, who she was before the White House,